Hi Leo, welcome to Higher Source Tarot for your weekly tarot check for the week of May 17th through the 24th. This is for all Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I want to thank everybody who's been watching the readings and liked, commented, subscribed to the channel, shared my videos. I really appreciate that, and I'm having a great time reading for you, so let's continue. And if you're new to my channel, I'd love to have you as a subscriber, and tap that bell if you want to be notified when new videos are posted, which is about every week. So I did post a seasonal tarot check for the months of May, June, July, August. It might be a little bit hard to find because I don't have playlists, but it was posted about 2 weeks ago. So if you're looking for into the summer, those are up. And then I've also added a love tarot reading on the first Friday of every month that'll get posted. So I just did mid-month tarot, and then I'll be back again in, I don't know, a week or two for some June readings. Can you believe that? So if this doesn't resonate with you, check out another part of your chart. Maybe this is your sun sign, maybe your moon, rising, or Venus. And, of course, these are really timeless, but time is fluid, okay? So the energy could have been already started, or some things in the reading may strike a bell that, hey, that happened last month and maybe it's creeping into next month. That would be very typical with the tarot reading and the energy of the cards. So here we go, guys. This is for Leo. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is for Leo, May 17th through the 24th for Leo. If you're new on the weekly readings, we just go day by day. So you start off here with Sunday with the Two of Pentacles. And then you go into the Four of Pentacles on Monday. Tuesday, you've got the Eight of Wands. Wednesday, you have the Magician. Thursday, the Three of Wands. Wow. Friday, the Wheel of Fortune. Nice. Saturday, the King of Wands. And then you end on the King of Cups. Very nice reading. It's great for a fire sign because you certainly have a lot of fire here. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You do have the Wheel of Fortune here, and you have the Magician, which are great manifestation cards. Now, with the Wheel of Fortune, that's typically the fixed sign. So Aquarius, it's also Leo, Taurus, and Scorpio here. So, I think you start off the week with a little bit of indecisiveness, but it gets sped up like right here, and it's just like somebody just hammers the gas. So you begin here with this Two of Pentacles, and there's just some emotional, I feel like it's almost like cognitive and emotional dissonance, sort of like you can see both sides of something, you're having a hard time making a decision, or it could be another person that you're dealing with that's having a hard time being decisive and communicating clearly, and they just start kind of like kicking this thing around in their heads. I do feel for some of you it's a decision about money. It may be about kind of a big purchase. I'm getting that too. If you are married or you're in a relationship with somebody where you have joint funds, you're kind of debating whether or not to buy something. I think for your house is what's coming through. It feels like for the house, and just not sure about the economy and what to do and so forth. And it's not that you don't have the money, it's just more of a debate. I do think you're going to, though, this is Monday, I think somebody here is really opposed to it. Now, it possibly could be work and hiring somebody too, but either way, it's like somebody's hanging on to their money. They are not interested in parting. This is the Miser of the Tarot. And it can be emotional and mental blockage too. So I definitely think there's just a lot of just back and forth, not sure what to do, but really keeping focus on having enough money. And I think a lot of, there's a lot of fear right now in society hearing about budgets and things like that. And certainly in schools, they're talking about up to $8,000 cuts per student, which would be crazy. I mean, a lot of schools would close if they had to do that. It just wouldn't. I think they are, basically getting $9,500 per student. They couldn't operate if they cut that much money out of a school. So anyway, I do think there's some fear in there. I would certainly suggest if you're one of the fearful people, don't watch the news unless it's absolutely necessary, because it's an immediate lowering of your vibration. However, Tuesday you do get communication, you do get a decision. I do think for some of you, This is predominantly feeling like money for me, but I do feel like you have a lot of clarity and things start to really speed up. For those of you that may have met somebody new and we're beginning some kind of a relationship, I think that's going to get back on, and it's big time. It will carry into the summer for sure, and it's going to be very passionate. It's going to be a very fiery kind of a romantic relationship. Kind of just to sweep you off your feet kind of a thing is what I'm getting. There's a lot of confidence on both sides. It certainly could be with another fire sign. And there's love. There's love coming in. So on Wednesday you have the Magician. And again, this is the great law of attraction card in the deck. You also have the Wheel of Fortune. Those are probably the two strongest manifestation cards. It always baffles me when I hear a reader, which again, I don't listen to tarot often. I mean, I'm certainly not every week. I mean, occasionally I'll stumble across something that kind of intrigues me, but where they say they don't believe in the law of attraction, then the whole reading is about manifestation. How in the world do they think you're doing that? That makes absolutely no sense. They don't understand the process, but whatever. I do, so I'm going to tell you that this would be a great time to write down your intentions with a pen and paper. You can type it, but I wouldn't. I'd write it. Write it down. Because you have everything at your disposal to manifest. You know, you've got the sword in the air is all about communication. And again, I do feel like you're getting communication coming in very strong here, and it's going to be very clear. Somebody wants to walk through life with you. That just came in. Somebody wants to walk through life with you, and it may not be quite that strongly worded, but that's the feeling behind it. And again, any money problems, if you are having some concerns about that, start doing some processes, draw in money. If you have enough money, get $100 bill and put it in your wallet. And throughout the day, anytime that you see something, whether it's on the internet or if you happen to be out at a store, imagine yourself buying that thing. Well, I've got $100 here right now. I could buy that. I could buy that. I could buy that. I've done that myself, and I've found I've attracted money doing that. All of a sudden, it's like money just floods in. And then I look at myself and I go, why aren't you doing that all the time? You've seen this work, but that's human nature. So we go into Thursday, and you've got this Three of Wands, and this is a positive card. It's about, again, this is about manifestation too, but not nearly as strong as the other two. You've got progress moving forward. And I just feel like there's a very nice flow on Thursday. It's like you get almost into this high that tapers off a little bit and evens out, because we don't really want to walk around just higher than a kite all the time. It can make us feel a little bit unbalanced. And so I feel like this week is a very lucky week for you. Some of you may be getting money. I've heard from several people who have had unexpected money. Somebody told me they had a check from a publisher come in that they didn't realize was owed to them, and money just seems to show up. So again, I feel like that's definitely represented in the cards for you guys. Friday, you've got a beautiful energy here with the Wheel of Fortune. This is always about turning in your favor when you have the Wheel of Fortune show up in a reading. So if there's something that you have desired, the energy is right to bring it in. So be very clear about that. It's okay to dream a little bit. Look around, get on the internet, look at things that you want. But this is also, it's a cycle that's transforming you. This is a real turning point. So I feel like if there's some of you that have been down, things are going to change. It's definitely a fortunate time coming in this summer for you. I feel it all the way through the summer. So there's something more coming towards you. Like I said, I think love is coming in. And the person that's coming in is mature. They're very capable. They're kind of like a chuckler. Like they laugh, but it's not like they're just doubled over, screaming with laughter. They're kind of like this funny, dry, sarcastic, chuckling kind of person who's very smart. I feel like they could work in like telecommunications or something like that, where it's kind of a techie thing, but they're very stable. And if you already know who that is, that certainly could be for you. Now, you're in your power here. You have great momentum when you see the King of Wands show up in a Leo reading. This is on Saturday, and it's telling you that you're going to have momentum going forward. If you have an idea of something new that you've been wanting to try, even if it's like, let's say it's a tarot channel, there's lots of readers out there that are making money who don't even know the cards. If you know the cards already, don't be afraid of YouTube, because I knew the cards, and if you would have asked me a year ago, are you going to be on here? I would have said, no, I don't know anything about YouTube. Why in the world would I do that? But it's been pretty easy to set up, and I love doing the readings. Now, I'm more of a traditional tarot reader. I learned from a book many years ago as a teenager in the 1980s called 78 Degrees of Wisdom. It's a great book. So I have certainly better foundation with tarot than I do with technology and YouTube. But in any event, if that's you and you've been contemplating doing something, it's time to take a leap of faith, and it's time to just try it out. For some of you, you may have been thinking of starting some kind of a business like Etsy or something like that, where you're selling things online. That would also be great, a great side income. So it's time for you to continue to move forward, really. And then Sunday, you've got this King of Cups. You may get some kind of unexpected little treat or something from somebody, whether it's they bake you cookies or maybe not quite that, bring you candy might be more, is what I'm feeling like. It's more along the lines of that. Some kind of a little gesture, just saying they're thinking of you. They are, feeling the love for you. So that comes in on Sunday, and it also could be vice versa. You may be inclined to do something nice for someone else, and know that when you do that, you're raising your own vibration. When we're doing it without an attachment to an outcome, like I have a friend who loves to send people cards, but at times she gets salty that she doesn't get many cards. And it's like, but you're doing this with a motive of getting acknowledgement, and that doesn't work. Do it because you want to do it, because it makes you feel good. I actually had my son had an anonymous card mailed to him congratulating him on something he did that was a huge success. And the person said, the community's proud of you. And they wrote in the card that they were old and they'd seen a lot, and basically told him his life is just beginning. And it was a beautiful card to get. Do that. Because you know what happens when you do that? That comes back to you. It raises your vibration, and you become a match for everything that you desire. So we're going to bring in an oracle card here for attracting more love into your life. Miracles and blessings. Everything has its gift. So sometimes we have things that are disguised as bombs in our life, and we find out later they're actually a gift. That it really brings us into the next level of transformation. We will close off this week with Abraham Hicks, Ask and It Is Given. My emotions are vibrational interpreters. Your eyes, your ears, even your nose, tongue, and fingertips are translating vibrations, but your most sophisticated of vibrational interpreters are by far your emotions. By paying attention to the signals of your emotions, you can understand with absolute precision everything you are now living or having ever lived. So our emotions are the indicator of what we're vibrating. So if you feel angst, that's what you're going to attract. But if you feel freedom and joy and love, you're going to attract situations that bring you more of that. So I love you so much, Leo. I will be back again in a week for another reading.